Hi, I'm Makai. If you're one of the 5 people that watch my videos on a regular basis, then you may have noticed that I haven't made a new video in like 10,000 years. I'm sorry. Reason being, I've been feeling a little bit demotivated recently for so many reasons. The main one, however, is that I was unhappy with the progress I'd been making learning French. Now, whether that unhappiness stems from being neurotic and underappreciating what I have achieved, or whether it stems from being egomaniacal and having an over-exaggerated sense of what I am able to achieve, I don't know. The point is, I was unsatisfied. And when I'm unsatisfied with something, I become a little bit obsessed with it. So I started learning more about language learning, and the memory, and like how the brain works, etc. Some of it I understood, most of it I didn't. But I did learn some basic facts about the brain that made me go, oh, A-U-I-E. My new understanding of how the brain worked gave me a renewed appreciation for a tired cliché, and gave me a more patient outlook when it came to how I viewed my progress when learning languages. The brain is a complicated thing. Here's what I've learned, aka here's what I've been able to retain. There are 3 basic ways the brain changes when trying to learn stuff: chemically, structurally, functionally. For the purposes of this video, we're going to focus on the first 2 of the 3, because those are the most important, and because those are the ones I understood. Right, so actions and reactions are triggered in the brain by the transmission of chemical signals between brain cells called neurons. This is a rapid reaction, so this aids short-term memory. But the processes that are important for long-term memory are the structural ones that occur through regular practice of or exposure to a thing. It's the structural changes that involve the brain creating new neural pathways, or in some cases, growing in size in certain areas. This highlights 2 things to me. 1, short-term memory, long-term memory, 2 different processes. And 2, your brain physically changes and grows when trying to learn something long-term. I explained that so goodly. I might turn this into a science channel. You never know. Now, ask me how many times I've learned something one day, forgotten it the next, and then was like, oh, I've got such a bad memory. Blah. I've been looking at memory and learning the wrong way. Now, allow me to highlight my basic epiphany by painting you a picture with words. If I wanted to become a bodybuilder to turn these scrawny twigs into oak trees, then I would go to the gym. He would tell me to exercise and to not call him the gym. I would say no to both. But let's say I did exercise for like 1 day. I wouldn't then the next day look in the mirror and be like, why don't my arms look like tree trunks yet? And yet, when it comes to my memory and learning new vocabulary, for example, how is it that like I'll learn some words on day 1, forget some on day 2, and then I'm like, my memory's so bad. No, short-term memory, long-term memory, 2 different processes. To remember things long-term requires a physical change, which brings us to the cliché that has more truth in it than I imagined. The brain really is like a muscle when it comes to learning and memory. It is the creation of new neural pathways and the physical growth of certain areas that are supporting long-term memory. So, practice is literally like lifting weights. You don't go to the gym and expect to make gains after like 1 day. You crazy, bruh? You have to work out regularly to make your brain grow in a way that supports your learning. I don't know why this has had such a calming effect on me, but it has made me more patient. I'm less critical of myself and I just go with the flow. Anyway, subscribe if you're new to my channel and give the video a big thumbs up if you found it useful. Coolsies. Thanks for watching, à la prochaine. That means bye. Au revoir. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Now, whether that unhappiness... My new understanding of how the brain worked gave me a renewed... and gave me a more patient outlook when it came to how I viewed my progress learning languages. I don't know why there were so many pauses. Okay, practice is literally like lifting weights. Yeah. Alright. is the creation of new neural pathways and the physical growth of certain areas that supports long-term memory. I'm about to sneeze. Oh, bless me. Oh, excuse me. Okay, cool.